this is the most important running back signing. David Montgomery going to the Bears, where I believe he has legitimate 15-plus touchdown upside. Let's break it down. Let's talk about why Wolfpack. He signs a 3-year, $18 million contract, $11 million guaranteed. Jamal Williams signed for $6 million less with the Saints. Jamal Williams just put up 17 touchdowns in this beautiful situation. So clearly, whether I think David Montgomery is a steep upgrade or not, and I do, and there's a lot of metrics that we'll talk about that prove that, the team also believes he's a steep upgrade, a $6 million more upgrade than Jamal Williams, who was just the running back 13, thanks to, again, 17 touchdowns. But let's talk about David Montgomery and why I think this is going to be a beautiful fit. One, the Lions offense is just an insane new home. They were the 5th most points last year, 26.6, 4th in total yards per game at 380. And again, that helped generate those 17 best NFL leading touchdowns for Jamal Williams on the ground. They also reached the red zone. Piggybacking this, 67 of their drives last year. The only team to get to the red zone more than the Lions last year was the Chiefs with 72. So yes, there will be plentiful opportunities for Montgomery, who is a great finisher at the goal line. He hasn't been anything overly spectacular in his NFL career yet. 800 rush yards every year, though. Running back 24, running back 4. That was an insane season in 2020. Running back 21, 24. So again, nothing overly flashy, but has been the running back 19 overall since joining the league. And the biggest metric that I really like with him, he leads the NFL since joining it in forced tackles per attempt. Highest forced missed tackles at 0.31, right tied with Nick Chubb. Pretty good company to have. So you can always remember that graphic when he first came into the NFL. The Frankenstein. He's got the vision of Saquon in the head. Crazy graphic. He hasn't quite lived up to that hype of that ESPN graphic, but he has been a solid back. And all you need to be, you don't even have to be solid, because I don't think Jamal Williams is all that good. You don't have to be solid to be a borderline RB1 in this offense, given how explosive it is and given how much better, and this is probably the biggest key here, the offensive line is. 1.84 yards allowed before contact. The Lions mauled their opponents compared to, that was the 3rd best in the league, by the way. Only the Jags and 49ers, Jags surprising there, were better on the offensive line for run blocking. We had a 10th best in 2021 as well for the line, so we continue to see them growing as an offensive line. Penny Sewell just really coming into his own. Montgomery himself said you salivate a little bit. You have 3 Pro Bowlers on that offensive line. No team has actually paid, only the Texans have paid more money to their offensive line as well than the Lions. So they know how important it is. Dan Campbell loves to pound that rock. Compare that to the Bears, who ranked 24th in yards before contact, 1.27, just abysmal. So this is a significant upgrade as an overall offense, as an offensive line, overall environment. Of course, DeAndre Swift is still here, so that's going to cap the receiving ceiling for David Montgomery, but he's a good protector. And can Swift ever stay healthy? The coach, we talked about this last podcast, has hinted at all offseason, Dan Campbell, that they want to lessen the role of DeAndre Swift to keep him healthy, to keep him in a more explosive role. So yes, it's not going to ever be a featured back role for Montgomery unless, again, Swift, the typical injury imp, comes and gets him. But until then, he's still going to have that lead running back role, and especially at the stripe, creating immense, again, 15-plus touchdowns easily within David Montgomery's range of outcomes, rocking him up to 46 overall, my top 50 on my big board, running back 15 for me as well. What is up, you fantasy wolf? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, share your thoughts in the comments, check out some more videos, and join the newest Wolfpack by subscribing below.